All right, so I want to do a little warm up first. So nice and tall through the chest. Just cross the arms. I'm not pushing or pulling, I'm just wagging my arms. And I'm looking way over yonder at my water going, guess I should have brought it over. Sorry. Now can you take them up? Up. Up. Nice. Pull your abs in. Do it again. Up. Down. Up. Down. So we're going straight over the head. Up. Down. Up. Two more. Up. Then we're going to go like fifth position or diagonally forward. Down. Up. Down. Abs are in. Shoulders are to press down into your back. Up. Down. Up. Two more. One more. And rest. So you should be able to feel like your shoulders have been working just a tad bit, not a horrible bunch, but a little bit. Chest up. I need you to pull your wrist, right? So you're pushing through the palm. I want you to push down. Now we're going to make circles. Ready? Doesn't matter which direction, by the way, because we're going to go both ways. So I want you to think about your palms pushing down. I want you to feel like around your shoulder blades, right? Keep your chest lifted, abs are in. All right, so you kind of feel more of the chest area. Now change direction. If you're going, pinky goes back first, right? Depends on which way you go. Oh my, this wakes some other stuff up. So circle, circle, circle. Abs are in. Long neck. Do it again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and shake them out. So you should feel like all of this area is definitely awake. Hands go on the outside of your knees or your thighs. Flat back, chest is lifted, abs are in. We're just gonna push, 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 push. And it's not a big push, but I have to stabilize my core, my legs, because otherwise I just do that and it defeats the purpose. So you're warming up the outside of your legs, your core, your chest, right, and your biceps. 4, 3, 2, rest for a minute, shake it out. We're going to take the back of the wrist on the inside aspect of your thigh. We're going to push out. Ready? Push out, out, out. I'm really having it tighten my legs. Push, push, out, out. It's not a big movement, right? But you can feel the outside of your shoulders. Can you feel your back? I actually feel my chest with this one as well. Pull your abs in. Do your kegel. Can you feel your legs? 4, 3, 2, rest. Shake them out, because you should be able to feel everything now. So this morning's workout at 6:30 with on the other group was all about your back and your biceps. Because if you're going to work those muscle groups out in sets, those two go together. So anything that we pull, right, is back exercise. Okay? Just keep that in mind for just a second. Bicep, we pull up, right? All about bicep. So now we're going to work more on the chest side, which is everything pushes away, right? Tricep, push away, or push away, right? So when you're doing things, think about pull or push, right? So in the back of the chair. Fan goes around the bra strap area. It's just easy, right? So palms are up. So I'm just laying the band in my hand so I don't have to think so hard. Ready? Push forward, push forward, push forward. Abs are in. Nice. And my hands are not like parallel to the ceiling. Actually, it's more the top of my thumb is facing the ceiling. So if I had a box, I'm just shoving it away from me. Push it away. Push it away. I want to do 2 counts out. So out, out, in, out, out, in, push, push, control it back, push, push, control it back. And you notice that you really can't see my elbows. They're not out here, right? Because then it's in the shoulders and it's not good. Out, out. Do it again, please. Out, out, in. One more set. Out, out, and rest for a second. Shake them out. So I'm trying to keep everything pretty much center of the body. Now there is something that we do here, but you notice everything's parallel. 90 degrees most of the time. Like that most of the time. So the other thing I did this morning was I slowed class down and we worked some technique stuff, which I think you might not enjoy, that was the wrong word, but you'll understand it better, right? So again, behind the back, nice and tall, abs are in. We're going to do some standing work today, by the way. Ready? Out, out. So I want you to think about your armpits. Squeeze them in. So the whole time, no matter what we're doing, my armpits are like trying to hold that piece of paper underneath it so it doesn't drop. In, out, in, whoops, out, in. Nice. Pull your navel up. One more. Rest for a second. So you're starting to feel in here, or at least you should be, if you're actually squeezing down. Here we go again. Out, in, out, in. So we're going to do 3 counts out, 1 in. Ready? Here we go. Out, 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 control back. Push, 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 release. Out, 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 release. Out, out. Keep your chest nice and lifted. Back. Forward, 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 release. Forward, forward. Now tempo, forward, back. Out, in, out. Can you feel these? I'm feeling these. Yikes. Give me 1 more. Rest, right? So when you keep everything locked in, you start feeling here. That's part of your pectoralis major. Now, it's getting to be tank top season, right? And your bra, your tank top, all that stuff, we get this fluffy stuff. That's what we're working on right now, right? Trying to get rid of some of the fluffy. All right, so right now, everything's been pretty much squared up down low, right? And again, when you push up, do me a favor, left hand, left fingers go right in your armpit, squeeze, right? Push forward, and you can feel those muscles working, right? So place your left hand on your chest up high. So here's my clavicle, my shoulder, collarbone, yeesh. I'm going to take my hand instead of here, I'm going to reach up. So I'm above diagonal, or parallel, excuse me, so I'm up. And you should feel upstairs working, right? So we go from here, reach up, down, reach up, and you can feel it, right? Let's do the other side just because, right? Up, down, up, 1 more, up. So you know that you should feel it up higher when we go up. So here we go. Ready? Reach. Up. So we go right back to that neutral. Up, down, up, down. Keep your, again, those armpits, you're not going, hey, right? Everything's very methodical. Up, up. Do it again, please. Up. Does it feel harder? It should. 1 more. Rest for a minute. We have a tendency not to work this part. And I'm going to make a huge assumption that we're all females online, right? Not that the males don't have issues with this either. But on the most part, this falls, right, for us females, right? Because with girls, if we start tightening this up, the girls stay up a little better. We have less likelihood of this, right? So that's why it's important to work your upper chest. Ready? Here we go again. Press. Up. Take that box. Put it on that shelf. That's eye level, right? Out. Out. Pull your abs in. Out. Out. Nice job. Out. Out. Again, we're pushing away. Push. Push for your chest. Out. Out. Just 2 more. 1 more. And rest. Woo. Right? So you can start feeling upstairs a little more. Now, yes, we can push down and hit the lower aspect of our chest. But on the most part, we get that pretty well throughout the day, right? Because a lot of stuff we do is pick it up and put it out, right? So I'm going to sit sideways. I want you to do this with me. I want you to pretend you're holding a box and you have to pull everything in so the box doesn't drop. So we're going to put it on the lower shelf. So when we come forward, right, abs are in, and you should be able to feel your biceps squeeze your chest wall, right? And you're going to feel on the low aspect of your pectoralis major, right? When we push straight out, right in the middle of that muscle. And when we go up, it's the top portion. So always think about what you want, right? When we're working, whether it's down, middle, or up. And there's a whole bunch of gray area in between, right? So I want to cross the arms over midline. And yes, I'm being very specific today, sorry. When we cross over, right? So find your sternum. I want you to go to your left slightly, so you're on the edge of it, right? And you can feel kind of muscly stuff there. Take your left arm straight across. Can you feel it? Right? If you go forward, you don't feel it so much, but when you go across, you can feel that muscle. Switch sides. Find your sternum, go to the right, to the edge where you can start feeling your ribs. Take that right arm across, and you can feel your pectoralis major fire up. Why is that important? Because when we cross, we're working this part of your pectoralis major. Why is that important? I'll just say gravity. Gravity pulls us down, we want to fight. All right, so here we go. And if I give you the reasoning behind it, you'll work harder. So here we go. I want you to try to go parallel, but I need you to cross midline. Ready? Go. Out. Out. So you notice I'm alternating hands, right? It's just one of those weird things I like to do. It makes me think I'm trying to have body balance, but I want to try and get my arms as parallel to the floor as possible. Squeeze your chest. Squeeze your chest. Nice. Out. Out. So you know where you felt it earlier with your fingers. On either side of the sternum, squeeze. Concentrate. Feel that area. Out. In. Out. In. Pull your abs up and in. Doing awesome. Keep going. Out. Are you breathing? I sure hope so. One more each. Last one. Rest. So I'm giving you a little more time in between sets because we're working some endurance things first of all, and because we're working your chest. I mean, seriously, your chest and triceps for the last, I don't know, 17, 18 minutes now. Even with warm-up, we were working it. I have to give you rest or you won't make it to the end of class. Sorry, true statement. All right, so you know what it feels like to go here. I want you to take your left hand, find your sternum, go up. There's a little notch right below it. Go over to the right. Put your fingers on the meaty part. Now go up and across. And you can feel, right, that muscle. Other side, again. Feel the muscle contract. So again, we're working the inside aspect. Ready? Here we go. Cross high. Cross high. Abs are in. Exhale. Up and down. Up, down. And you have to cross midline with both arms. Up. Up. Nice job. Up. Up. Keep your shoulders really locked into place. They're not shrugging. Up. Down. Do it again, please. Up. 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 4 more. 4, 3. Woo! Hello, triceps. 2, 1 more. Rest. So your triceps were starting to help because your chest is probably getting a little fatigued. Right where we need it to be. So we've worked full aspect of pectoralis major. We've worked the inside aspect, and actually, if you put your fingers on the other side and cross midline, you get a little contraction, right? But not a lot. So how do we get a lot of contraction, right? So you're like, well, I have to push, right? Again, when you push, squeeze your armpits. And you can feel this aspect into your armpit, right? You know I'm a little obsessed with armpits. Understanding that every time we push, you should feel like you're trying to hold a piece of paper underneath your arm. And it really makes a difference. All right, so where are we at? So we've been working chest, strictly chest for a bit. I'm gonna scoot back in the chair. So I want to get the band pretty dang tight, right? You can see how long the tails of the band are, and I'm reaching out. Now, drop your shoulders, lift your chest, right? So, how do I explain this? Ooh, right? So I want to keep the band really tight. I want to bring the arms forward and open, right? Forward and open. So, like I said, the band is super tight. You can barely see it on my back. It's so tight. Round. Drop your shoulders. Round. So when I come forward, I think about my chest. Squeeze. That includes my armpits, right? Squeeze. Squeeze. Nice job. Squeeze. We're going to go up front and hold. Now, lock them in. We're going to wax on, wax off. Ready? Inside circles. Abs are in. So I'm really trying to keep my palms pushing forward. 4, 3. Now change direction. And these are tiny little circles. Keep squeezing your armpits. Ready? And relax. Bring it in. Drop. When you relax, you should be able to feel stuff, right? Move your arms, move your shoulders. You should be able to feel underneath, right? And across your chest. Now don't get me wrong, other things we're working, but those are the major movers. So triceps. Triceps can be tricky to work. I love kickbacks, but a lot of people do them wrong. When you're doing a kickback, that's about as bent as your elbow gets. It's either down or 90. But what I see is people can touch their shoulder and do this thing, right? And it doesn't matter what angle, right? Bloop, 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 right? It's not functioning. So go ahead and stand up for me. So I'm just giving a little support with my arm on the chair. But my shoulders are still locked down. I have this nice stretch because it feels really awesome. So if I put my hand on my hip, right, and I pull my elbow in, so you can kind of see my little window, right? You can see the wall through my window. So see where my elbow is? It's above my body. So if we extend up, touch your hip, extend up, touch your hip, extend up, and you notice my knees are bent. Abs are up. Press, press. Why is it important to be over flat back and hinging at your hips? Because now the triceps are really working hard. I just want you to leave that arm up. That's it. Just hold it. Are you squeezing your armpit? Just squeeze that armpit. Even here. Abs are in. 4, 3, 2. Drop that arm. Stand up. Right? And you should be able to feel. It's not like, oh my gosh. But you can feel where that muscle is. We're going to work the other side. So walk around. And again, shoulders are bending down, nice flat back, abs are in, blah, blah, blah. You hear the story all the time. Hand goes on your hip, elbow comes up. Find that window. Can you see through the window, right? Up, up. So when I think about extending my arm up, I think about the back of my arm up top, right? I squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Abs are in. And again, I'm squeezing that armpit, dropping that shoulder. Up, down. Up, do it again. Up, down. Keep that elbow super high. Ready to leave that arm out? Just hold. So what I think about is lift the arm. Lift the arm. Woo, there it is. Abs are engaged. Booty's kicked in out, right? Support with that standing arm. 4, 3, and bring it down. And again, you feel where that muscle is, right? That's what I need you to understand. You need to feel where it's at, because if you can feel it, you can work it again. I know, right? So I'm going to do a little cheat. Oh, yes, that's what I said, a little cheat. I'm going to turn the chair to the side. Now, if you don't have a place to put the band through, it's okay. You can just hold on to it. But since I have a little hole, a handle, I'm going to use it. So I'm going to stand a little away from the chair and a little to the side. So this is my left arm. I'm standing to the right of the chair. That helps, right? So notice I don't have this angle. I have this angle. So I'm going to pull this band and hand on the hip. Notice the window. Back, front, back, front. Abs are in. Come with me. Do you have a shake? I have a shake. One more. Back, front, back, front, back. One more. Woo! That's enough of that crazy, right? And just because, I'm going to turn the chair around. So take the time to make sure you're doing it right. Make sure you feel all the stuff before you just start pushing the weight or the bands. I like the bands because I can really tell you what is feeling and where to be, right? So again, hold on to the band. Again, I want to make sure the band is more to my side, so I'm not pulling across. Can you see that? So I want to have the band in alignment with my arm, not where I have to go out to a diagonal. I hope this all makes sense. So again, hand goes on your hip. The band's tight already. Ready? Kick it back and out. In. Out. Pull your abs up. Stick your tush out. Out. In. Think about keeping your shoulders back and down. Nice. 4. In. 3. In. 2. One more, please. And rest. Now you feel your triceps, right? We're not done yet. I know you're so excited. But we've been grab a drink since we've been working about 27 minutes now. All chest, triceps. And we'll talk in a minute. Grab your drink. I'm going to grab mine. Run, 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 run. Oh, that's better. I'm going to flip the chair back around so you can see. So again, I'm going to hold the band with my right hand so it stays on the chair. So part of this is, it doesn't allow your arm to move, right? If I had you just hold it here, your arm would like move. I'm giving you an object, so if the chair moves, you know, right? It's a trick, it's always a trick, right? So instead of having your elbow cocked up, this is going to be fun. Now you're going to feel a little back here, but this is more about your tricep and your rear delt, because they kind of walk hand in hand, okay? Your rear delt is this piece, right? Here's your tricep. They're kind of like brother and sister here, right? So I have, the band's not like super tight. First of all, I just want to point out, I need your abs pulled up and in. Now, you should be able to have the band a little taut and touch your leg. Flat back, straight arm, and lift. Back, front, back to your leg, back to your leg. Pull your abs in, tight, tight, tight. Protect your back. That's it. That's the whole move right there. Back and front. Back and front. 4 more, please. 4, 3, whoop, 2, one more, and rest. Oh my goodness. Hello, tricep. So you can feel all that action, right? I talk about feeling a lot of things because if you don't feel it, then we're not doing it right. And you should feel this tomorrow when you move. And I'm not going to say that you're like, oh my gosh, it hurts. But you're going to go, ooh, I did something. Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Because I still need you to be able to function. So again, grab that band, make sure it's a little taut. Ready, straight arm, push back. Back, back, back. So, here's the deal. If it's too hard, lengthen the band. If it's too easy, like I was like, ooh, wait a minute. Tighten it up a bit. So bring your hand, shorten the band. Abs are in. Nice flat back, and do it again. Back, front, back, front. Pull your navel into your kegel. Nice job. 1 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one, please. And rest. And again, you feel the back of the arm. You can feel that rear delt. Shake them out. I think what my main frame for today is that you do it right. That you have that good technical skill that if you went to the gym and you grab dumbbells, did you hear that? When you grab dumbbells and you're on that flat bench, that you know to keep your arms tucked in and press, right? Or come across, all those pieces. Those will translate from the band to there. The triceps, same thing, elbows cocked up, or straight arm lift. The body is not swinging or swaying, right? The body is not going, let me help you, or let me help you, right? I think those are the 2 things I need you to take away from today, is where you should feel it and how you do it. I think that's fair, right? I would like to work a little bit of abs leg kind of concept. We're not using the band, but we will use the chair for a balance point. I need you to stand up as tall as you can. Pretend you have 1 2x4 between your feet, right? Now tuck your tailbone slightly. It wakes up your belly, right? Bring your shoulder blades together just a tad bit. So I'm just bringing my blades back. Now I want to shift my weight to my right foot by picking up my left heel. Hand goes on the chair, right? Let me pick that foot up off the floor. So you can feel all the weight just where it's supposed to be. it doesn't leave that leg. So we're going to just tiny leg lift. Up, down, nice. Abs are in. Nice job. So we're going to take this left hand and get it busy. Up, down. Can you feel your standing leg, obviously? Because I'm not leaning. Now keep your shoulders depressed. Up, down. Can you feel your obliques, right? And that hip. And your calf on the standing leg. Nice. Can you go a little higher? Up, drop, put your navel in. Keep your booty tucked. Don't stick it up. Up, down, up. Just two more. One more, please. And rest. Whew. You come off that standing leg like, I do too. It happens. 2 by 4 between the feet. Tuck your tailbone, which makes your inner thighs active and your abs, right? Bring your shoulder blades, squeeze them together. Left hand, right foot, or left foot, pick up that right foot. Now make sure you're balanced over the left foot completely. You can feel your toes, the ball of your feet, and your heel on the floor, right? Now, baby side leg lifts. Up, down, up, down. So, I want you to take a peek down at your foot for a minute. Make sure that your heel is leading the way, not your toes. So we don't want to have a toe out, because that works quad. You should feel the side of your leg, and that whole standing leg. Chest is lifted, shoulder blades are pinching together slightly. Can you take that right arm up? Keep your shoulders engaged. Nice. And you can feel all this over here, right? Abs are in. So here we go. Take that leg a little higher. Up. So you have to, at the top. Lift. Oh, feel those hips, yes. Up, down, down. Give me 4 more, just 4 more. That sounds great. 4, drop. 3, drop. 2, 1 more. Do a little booty shake, right? Because you're feeling those hips. You're feeling those obliques, right? You're feeling the whole standing leg. And all we did was side leg lifts. Nothing crazy. All right. So we have about 9 minutes left. I want to do some stretches, but we're going to do a lot of them standing up. So, one of the reasons why I want to do the side leg lifts is because as we age, we forget how to do this, or even this, right? Another thing that happens when we age is our hip flexors get super tight. So when we walk, we try to take a step, right? Step forward, it shortens it because it doesn't stretch. Normally when we take a step, we have an extension of the leg, right? You can feel all of this stretch. But as it gets tighter and tighter, this happens, right? And you can see the roundness of the body because this is wholly closed. So it's really difficult teaching chair fitness to middle-aged and seniors. I'll just put it that way. Because we're sitting and our hip flexors are getting tighter and tighter and tighter, and then I'm asking you to do all this stuff, right? So, getting where you can stand up, do side leg lifts, and even if it's just tap backs, will be helpful. I'm saying this to you now because everybody I have does not have super tight hip flexors. Thank you for that. I want to keep that going, by the way. So if we can start lengthening them out just a tad bit more, hey, you're ahead of the game. Head of the game. So, facing the chair. I'm not leaning. Don't want to look like the old lady, right? Up tall, hands on the back of the chair, left foot, or whatever you'd like. So right now, if I relax and my hips are still squared up to the floor of the chair, I don't really have much. But if I take my hips A little more. Forward. So making like the moon shape, crescent moon, right? Like that concept. I don't have to take my arm up. If you don't want to, it's okay. But you can feel the top of your foot, your shin, maybe a little quad, not a lot, but you should feel where your leg connects to your body, right? That's one part of your hip flexor. You like that one part. So we're here. And I'm pushing my hips forward. I'm going to take my heel, send it to the outside, neutral, inside, and out and in. And the whole time I'm pushing my hip forward, just out and in. And you can feel the range of motion in your ankle, right? And you can feel things stretch, and it feels awesome. And here's 4, 3, 2, last one. Come neutral, come forward, right? And you might have to shimmy a little bit, get things back in. So again, nice and tall. Right foot goes out. My hip, if you're standing, legs soft, by the way. Don't try to lock out into this, right? So I'm just sending my hips forward, keeping my chest up, so I don't want to drop back, because I can't breathe. So pop the hip forward, out to in. And again, drop out, drop in, drop out, drop in. And you can feel the whole top of your foot stretching. Nice. Keep your abs toned. And then I'm just pushing my hips forward. Nothing exciting. Excellent job. 4 and 3 and 2. Come up. Shake out the legs a little bit. We're not done yet. Let me go to the other side. Thank goodness chairs are light. You can haul them around. So I'm going to, again, stand in front of the chair for balance. Chest up. Left toe is out, right? Soft knee. I want to stick my tush out. Can you feel in your hip joint, right? I want to stand this, excuse the booty shots, right? So again, I'm here. Soft right knee, toes turned out, or pointed. I'm going to take and just kick your tush back. And now put your forearms on the chair, right? That's the aspect. I'm going to go back to the side angle here. So I'm kicking my tush back. I'm just going to set my arms down. Can you feel your inner thigh? Can you feel your glute? Absolutely. And come up. We're going to switch sides. Left foot, right foot. Soft knee on the left. And we're just going to keep our tush back to, say, 7 o'clock, right? And I'm just going to come over. You notice my back is flat and not rounded. When I round, I don't have a stretch. But when I kick my tush out and sit in my left heel, I get all kinds of stretches. And you're like, but we didn't work this. No, but I want to give you some more stretches, right? And come up. Now we're going to work stretching the chest. I want you to hold on to the chair. I want you to turn away from the chair. Take that shoulder blade, drop it into your back. So you're stretching open this whole right side of your body, or be your left, whatever. It works. So I'm taking this hip and pushing. Now I can turn and look over that shoulder and keep that rotation going away from the chair. Let's do the other side. So I'm just going to turn around, grab the chair. I want to keep rotating, rotate, rotate. Now take that same hip and push away. And I'm going to look over my other shoulder. Drop your shoulder blades. Allow things to stretch. I can feel my belly stretching. I can feel my chest opening out, my shoulder. A little bit of bicep, right? A little bit of neck, a little bit of traps, all the good fun stuff. And bring it back. Ooh, and unwind, right? Just shoo! Right? So loosen up your waist. Perfect. So triceps are tricky because people think this is a tricep stretch. It is not. It's a shoulder blade stretch. I want to get a little closer to you. I know, how exciting, right? So if I take my arm straight up and place my forearm, get the right direction, on the back of my head, right above my ponytail, it works. The other side, I'm just holding on to my head, right? Very relaxed. I'm going to take my elbow, right, to the ceiling. And I'm going to try to keep this in alignment. And I'm going to just keep reaching up. That's lengthening out this tricep. So what we used to do in the past is have it here and crane and do all kinds of stuff. It's about lifting the elbow up, right? So again, I'm just hanging out, wrapping my hand around my face, and I'm taking this elbow to the ceiling. And I have all this opening and stretching. And if you look from the side, I'm not leaning. If I lean, I stretch this. I don't stretch this, right? So keeping your body up, right? And lift the elbow. And it keeps everything in alignment. And release. Roll the shoulders a few times. We are done.